London, 1792. A shadowy figure disappears into the icy blackness. 200 years later, deep within a cold meat store, something sinister is defrosting. The horror of Dracula is lathered to form pure soap opera. The villain oozes magnetism and money. The victims seem almost to deserve their fate. And of course, there will always be a cliffhanger. Something to really get your teeth into. Starting tomorrow at 9 on 2.
Right, Weston, why were you late?
Sir, got up late.
No excuse. Rigby?
What'd you say?
Mended it?
No, sir.
I'll see you at break. Townsend?
Punchy, sir.
You haven't got a bike.
Sir's on his class bar.
Get back.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, sir.
Hats, bonnet up.
Hat.
Thank you. Glove, bonnet up.
Glove.
Thank you. Coat, bonnet off.
Coat.
Thank you. Slipper, bonnet up.
Slippers.
Thank you. Chair, bonnet up.
Chair.
Thank you. Register.
Register.
And pen.
Pen.
Thank you. Absy.
Sir.
Allen.
Yes, sir.
Andrews.
Yes, agnostic. Been agnostic for years. Ever since it dawned I could miss assembly and have an extra spell by the fire. Staunch Methodist before that. Strange how these things happen, isn't it?
Right.
What's your angle then?
I'm a Catholic.
Very good. Your first school, Colin. Should have thought of that myself, you know. I'd have even given up birth control for 10 minutes toast every morning.
So if you put air in an oven, the heat is going to make the air, force the air out of this clay, and it's going to make an explosion. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to force the air out of this clay. Right, so pick up your pieces. Now, watch me and do what I do. Keep it in your hands, all right? Right. Press it. Press it. Squeeze it. Push it. That's it. Squeeze the air out. Squeeze the air out. Knead it. Knead it. Keep it in your hands. Don't talk. Lovely. Press it. Squeeze it. Push it. Knead it. Good. That's nice. That's nice. The perfect circle is what I'm looking for. I don't know if I'll get it. I'll have to wait and see. Good. You've got the perfect oval there. I'm going to begin what they call wedging it. All right, now watch. I'm going to drop it and move it. Drop it and move it. Quite slowly, quite easily. Now listen, we'll start one table at a time. And don't start before I tell you to. Right, understood? Yes. Right, down we go now. Down, roll, up. 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 Bone, stem, dry. Bone, stem, dry. Bone, stem, dry. Bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Stem, bone, stem, dry. Bone, stem, dry. bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. The shin bone's connected to the knee bone. The shin bone's connected to the knee bone. The shin bone's connected to the knee bone. Now hear
17,
the word of the Lord.
21,
The
43,
neck bone's connected to
22.
the head bone. The neck bone's connected to the head bone. The neck bone's connected to the head bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones, dry bones, them bones, them dry bones, dry bones. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones, dry bones, dry bones, dry bones. Now hear. Oh. Well, it wasn't a bad effort for a first time.
Ridiculous. It's bloody ridiculous.
What is?
That bloody noise.
It's art, Tom, art.
Half my arse.
Rubens and that.
They built women in those days.
They did.
Round, red and rosy.
Now we're back to Tom's arse again.
You were saying, Tom?
Saying what?
About your arse.
That's fundamental. Crowd of kids on their own anywhere, they make a row. So I use it. I get them to sing. Loosens them up a bit. Right, Latimer, quit your cough and go and have your break.
Oh, sir, isn't there anything else I can do?
No, go and have your break.
They're not all as keen as him, aren't they?
Oh, no, that's Latimer. He's a special case.
Free bloody expression. What do these lads want with free expression? They'll be married before they're 20, half this lot. Living's to earn.
You're out of order, Tom. They'll have a lot more time on their hands, this lot. More than we ever had. What they're going to do with it?
Booze and watch football.
That's nice.
Why do you to involve yourself, you know? You work yourself up, because they know you're a kid. But if they think that you're with them, then they catch the enthusiasm and they lift the roof off.
How many leavers will put brush to paper or sing a note once they've left?
Now, if you educate their eye, you reach every facet of their life. I mean, the house they live in,
Mortgages to pay.
taste in furniture,
Down payments.
even their taste in girls.
Bird hunting, that's what they'll be doing. And good luck to them.
Thanks for the concert last period, Maxwell. I couldn't get these equations done for the sound of the Huddersfield Choral Society, belting it out in the art room.
I'm sure the lads will lose a lot of sleep over that, Tom.
Oh, they'll go to bed hoarse at any rate. You can chalk that educational milestone up to your credit.
Well, if they can't sleep, they can always count sheep. Always assuming they've been taught to count.
Now, let's face it, Maxwell. Art is a luxury. I am concerned with practicalities.
Who's on yard?
I am. I'm on my way.
It's been 5 minutes, you know.
I know, Mr. Captain.
Well, as long as you know, but they're kicking Marianne up out there.
Get it, Daddy! Come on! Get hold of each other! Come on! Come on! Keep it tight, come on! Maxie! It's a tea, sir.
Oh, lovely. Thanks for that.
Sir, can we have muck the next lesson? Muck.
You clay?
No, muck.
What do you mean, muck?
Muck.
Well, do you mean clay and pop?
4A had it last lesson. They had muck and singing.
Muck it. Oh, all right then, for that you can have muck.
Hey, Boozy! Can I have muck and singing next lesson?
How's the back then, Arthur? Good for a couple of days off next week, racing a day up par?
Depends on the weather, really. Funny things, backs. Liable to go next week.
It's always been very reliable, yours, hasn't it? Never let you down.
Oh, the old test. Never let me down, especially when there's racing.
You're settling down, are you? Your first post?
Yeah?
Max is very good. Very helpful as well.
Training college, eh?
No, I went to Leeds Art School and then I went on to the Royal College.
Good.
Up to standard then, is he, Philip?
Yes, very impressed. You'll do very nicely.
Checking up on you.
He's what?
Checking up. See if you're better qualified. In case you're a danger, watch him.
Is he a danger?
A danger? He cut his mother's throat for a graded post.
On duty, sir.
No, Latimer, I always drink my tea at walking pace. It's good for the figure.
There's too much tea makes you fat.
Sorry.
Breakfast toast, it's good toast.
No,
It's not like the other lads.
no,
think, sir.
thanks very much. Have they been getting you again?
No, sir.
I thought maybe something had happened. Well, you seem almost civilized today.
No, sir.
Well, this is playtime, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, play, lad, play.
So what are we having for dinner this afternoon?
Some northern speciality, I should think.
Hey, Lenny. Hey, you see what Dave confiscated? Look at that.
Oh,
Good.
very nice.
Yes, lovely. That's how they look when they grow up.
Hey, there's one in the girls' department, little second former, blonde, ponytail, miniskirt. You know, in about 5 years' time, she'll be a right little belter. Her mate's all right,
Isn't
and all.
he disgusting? I wouldn't let him near your Jew.
He's too old, aren't you? 15, getting on a bit for Alan.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes they make up for it in experience.
Not interested in sex, are you? Proper tomboy. Athletics mad. Algernon spikes every night.
Fast finish, Arthur.
You wouldn't catch it.
Well, she takes after her dad then.
Oh, could move a bit in me time.
Your time, you can move now, you can.
Grease lightning is Arthur.
They started the derby with a 4 o'clock bell, it'd be odds on favourite.
Oh, well, we're under starters' orders.
Much as I appreciate the value of free expression, I keep up with the Ministry of Education pamphlets, you know. It is our policy here to try to develop some forms of self-discipline in the lads. They get enough self-expression at home, on their own 90% of the time. Aye, cleanliness, neatness, and attention to details. Not that I'm imposing, you know, you must feel free to develop your own ideas and philosophies, Mr. Youngman. I shall be popping in from time to time to see how you're getting on. Ignore me.
They're his enemies, you see, the kids. He comes into class on a charger to war, banners flying. So, give him what he wants, but let the kids in on it. They're a good lot. Tell them you're going to be watched, and you want their help. And this is what they've got to do. Number 1, you will approach the radiator. Number 2, you will sit on it. Number 3, at this signal, they must put down their brushes, fold their arms, and pay attention. And hey presto, without a word from you, you're instant discipline mark 1. They'll love it, and so will he. Think you're a genius. Marvellous class control, Mr. Youngman.
Ah, marvellous class control, Mr. Youngman. If you've got to teach these lads here anything, they've got to know who's boss. Yes. Very, very good indeed, aye. Yes, Latimer, what is it, lad?
Please.
Oh, if it's urgent, is it?
Not really, sir.
Well, here, Latimer, look, don't go away, come here. Now, if there's something on your mind, lad, you tell me.
They're good bastards. It's normal. I mean, they're growing up. Curiosity does no harm.
Does no harm. You're doing Latimer the world of good.
Yeah, but it's a craze that's going on. I mean, Latimer just happens to be on the rough end of it, that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
You knew it was going on?
I knew something was going on in the yard, but I didn't know what.
You knew that Latimer was involved?
Yeah.
And you chose not to inform me?
Well, boys like Latimer, I mean, they're on their own. Sometimes it's best to leave them to themselves, let them fight their own battles.
What do you mean, like Latimer?
What I say.
What's so special about Latimer?
We used to play that game when I was at school. Ripping, they called it. Good game, too. We used to stand opposite one another. Matter of fact, we had competitions. One swipe and see how many buttons you could knock off. No good now, though. Zips.
That's another bit of folk art gone forever, eh, Arthur? It's a pity we can't revive it. Have a festival. We could get Burton's to sponsor it.
Very good, very good. The tailors have taste.
Must have been suffering to go to the boss.
Oh, anyway, knowing Latimer, he'll probably learn to enjoy it.
More than a tool tickle for him next time they get hold of him.
Who's going to start? Robinson, let's hear your story first.
So we were only playing with him, so in the playground, so. And, Jones on... Me and him got him down, so, and he undid his belt and he pulled him down, his pants, so.
What did you do?
So we rolled him down with him, so.
What about you, Lindsay?
See, when we're having games, you know, he's always staring at us, and, you know, when he's playing football, you know, takes his underpants off.
So, well, it's in, when we get changing, Jim, sir, he keeps looking at us.
So he looks at our bodies.
And that's bad as far as you're concerned, is it?
So it makes us feel embarrassed.
So we just look at him on the floor, sir.
Well, why did you look at him? Go on.
So to see if he's got one, sir.
Five minutes, 32 seconds. How was they going?
Softly.
A bit soft, was it? Oh, well, it's very good indeed, 5 minutes. Very good.
Nice change.
Oh, don't bother about the change. Keep that. Go and have your dinner. Scary, this, isn't it?
Right, that's quiet. Quiet. I said quiet. Mr. Youngman's going to say grace today. Quiet, please. Eyes together, hands closed. Shut up.
He's all right, this Matt. Just preferred his own company, that's all. And looking round, I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, there's nothing like a communal trough for getting to know your colleagues.
Come in.
It's me, sir.
You surprised me, Latimer. I felt sure it was Margaret Thatcher.
The lino cut, sir.
Eh?
The lino cut, sir. I want to do it.
In the dinner hour?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Oh, get it then, but try not to disturb my repose.
Sir. Cosy in here, sir.
Not cosy, Latimer. Anything but cosy.
Tranquil, sir.
Nice. Tranquil will do very well. Oh, not now, Latimer. Not in my holy hour.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, come on, then. That's good. Vary the pressure more. You'll find it'll improve the texture.
Yes, sir.
Well, go on. Go on.
Now, before the service this morning, lads, there's something I want to say. Sit. Now, it's come to my notice that some sort of filthy game is going on in the playground during break times. And what is more, a certain boy is being picked on. Now, some of those responsible, and only some, I know there are others, have been dealt with. But I'm telling the rest of you now, I want no more of it. Do you hear me? No more. If there is any recurrence of this disgusting business, I'll town those responsible within an inch of their lives. Now, I'm sure that you all know what I'm referring to, so let this be an end to it. Radio, please, Mr. Harris.
Right, lad. Good morning, and a greeting for Charterhouse Secondary School for Girls, Orpington, Kent, whom I visited last week. And now for today's hymn.
O God, our Heavenly Father, giver of all good things, be with us and remain with us this day and always, for Jesus Christ's sake. Amen.
Amen.
Now, Christmas parties. As you know, I like to get them all sorted out, arranged in detail, so I've called all you heads of departments together to discuss the allocation of the various duties involved, so we know exactly where our responsibilities lie.
May I make one small point, Mr. Grantham, before you start, with reference to my particular part in the overall plan?
Certainly, Mr. Scott. Carry on.
Well, I would be grateful if I could be kept off any duties with any proximity to jelly. Last year, you may remember, I had a recurrence of a jelly rash I had as a child. So the records tell me. I can't remember that far back, but it did cause me some discomfort.
By all means, Mr. Scott. I had remembered, as a matter of fact. And you are in charge of ice cream.
Oh, thanks. Sorry.
No, don't apologise. We're all volunteers. Now, if there's anyone else who finds the job distasteful, I mean, please speak now. It'll only cause a lot of trouble later. Thank you. No, you were quite in order to bring the jelly point up, Mr. Scott. Now, I've allocated each of you a year. Mr. Harris, first year. Mr. Rathbone, second. Mr. Staines, third. Mr. Scott, fourth. And myself, fifth. Yes, I've given myself the fifth, as you've no doubt noted, as I am a little more experienced than any of us in handling the older boys. And they can be a bit difficult when it comes to enjoying themselves. They need a bit of coaxing.
Could always invite the girls from next door.
Yeah, yes. Now, let's be serious. Mr. Rathbone, the film, what had you in mind? I think this year we should try and combine the cultural with the entertaining.
Yeah. Yes, well, I was going to suggest The Great Caruso.
A bit heavy, isn't it? No, there's a lot of fencing in it. In the operas, you know. It's, I think it's a very good choice, Mr. Rathbone. Very good. All those in favour?
Yes.
Good. Fine.
Now, food. Mr. Harris, could you organise a collection of food from the parents? Tint, stuff, sugar, etc.
Yes.
Oh! Right. Now, watch out for prunes. We had 23 tins last year. They will try slipping them in. I think we've still got 9 left at home.
Probably thinks we're a constipated lot.
Now, Mr. Staines, could you take charge of the games again this year? You seem to have a flair for the jocular. Right, now decorations.
It's always the same, always ruddy angels. The first year I was here, in a brief burst of enthusiasm, I must have been mad, I made these things. That was 7 years ago, and we've had them ever since. His nibs fell for him. So here they hang, every year, regular as clockwork, blowing their bloody balls off. He'll be in a minute. Give us a paternal smile. You're very nice, Max. Always calls me Max at Christmas. Very nice, very Christmassy. Now, get lost for another year while we get on with the serious work. We'll wake you up when we need you. Bloody bastard. Michael, when you finish doing your Hawaiian dance, may I have a paperclip?
What are the parties actually like?
They're like Nuremberg rallies with custard.
So, little lad, what's all this I hear about you not wanting to come to the Christmas party? Is that right? You don't want to come?
Sir.
I mean, what sort of a lad are you, Latimer? Do you realise that I go to a lot of trouble arranging these Christmas parties? And the rest of the staff as well. They give up their free time. They come along to see you lads enjoy yourselves. And all you can say is, you don't want to come.
Sir.
I mean, do you think they want to come? They'd rather be at home with their families, you know. They've got better things to do with the time than mollycoddling the likes of you, Latimer. Look, come on, now sit down. Let's thrash this out. I mean, what does your form master say about it all? Oh, is it Mr. Harris, isn't it?
Sir, told me to make my own mind up.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you something, Latimer, lad. I'm going to make up your mind for you. You are coming to that Christmas party. I'm getting a bit tired of your whinging, Latimer. I mean, what's up with you? Don't you like school at all?
I like some of it.
You like some of it? Well, what do you like, then?
Art, acting, English sometimes.
Hmm. And what about the other lads, your mates? Have you got any mates?
No, sir.
Oh, you haven't got any mates?
No, sir.
So if you did come to the party, you'd be by yourself, would you?
Sir.
Well, that's nothing to be worried about. You can join in the games, have a bit of fun. It'll do you good, a world of good.
It's the games I don't like, sir.
Oh.
The teachers.
What about the teachers?
They're always winding the boys up against me, sir.
Now, just a minute. You say that the teachers are ganging the lads up against you. Is that right?
Sir, they don't stop them when they get too rough.
And you don't like that?
No, sir.
Well, can't you just take it as a bit of fun?
It comes on to constant every time.
It's always happening, is it?
Sir.
Well, look, I can see you're a bit upset about this, so I don't think there's much point in you stopping here just now. You better go back to your class, Latimer. I'll have another think about this, and you better come and see me again tomorrow. All right?
Yes, sir.
Go on, then. I say, are you going on the school trip to see the Mikado?
No, sir. My mother said I can't afford the ticket.
You can't afford the ticket?
No,
Well, would you like to go?
Yes, sir.
Well, look, I think I've got a... Yes, I've got a spare ticket here. There you are, look, you can have this. Then you can come. All right?
Sir, thank you, sir.
There you are.
Stand up. What did you say? You don't bother to tell me. You go straight along to the headmaster and tell him.
Hi, Pansy.
Hi, Rudy.
Now, just to check those times, transport will be here at 9:30. Oh, just hold on, will you? Come in! Yes, Reed.
Please, Mr. Staines told me to tell her that it's pissing down outside.
I'll ring you back.
Oh, quick. Good boy. Fast, quick. Good tackle, son. Good tackle.
What's going on?
Well run, lad. Well run. Good job. That's a stop. Good lad.
Well, it's about Latimer. He doesn't want to come to the Christmas party, and you can't make him.
Well, I can that, and I will.
Well, it's out of school hours.
Well, so is playing for the school team out of school hours. I could make him do it then, couldn't I?
It's a Christmas party.
It's a bona fide out-of-school activity, just like this is. Now, come on, Max, I'm not a monster. I don't make the kids do anything against their own interests. It's best for him if he does come.
Well, that's not his view.
His view? Look, it's not Webster's view. He's a stand-off. He thinks he's a full-back. If I gave consideration to all the lads' views, there'd be nothing done, and that's for certain. Life would be one big holiday.
Well, that's not such a bad idea.
Ah, but it isn't, though, is it? It isn't. That's much better, Jackson. Much better. I mean, I don't know what life is like for kids over your way, but over here it's hard. It's bloody hard. And my job, and yours, is to see that they are prepared to hold their own.
Right, lads, in you go. Hurry up, get changed.
That lad is petrified.
I know what he's frightened of. Games. Children's party games. Philip Stains's games. What does he think he is, a sadist? He probably does.
Probably right.
Now, if you've any comments to make about any of your colleagues, then what do you think you are? Some new model or something? Straight off the production line from Paradise? It's a practical problem. Now, just get your head out the clouds. Mr. Fielder, if you don't mind waiting till I've finished. Thank you. Now, this lad of yours, and I say lad, giving him the benefit of the doubt, he'll be leaving at Easter. He'll have to start work on the shop floor, and they'll make mincemeat out of him.
God help him.
Well, God won't help him, but I will. It's a wicked world, Mr. Fielder. And Latimer will have to learn to come to terms with it. Christmas parties and all.
He's really enjoying this.
Yes, son? I want 4 sets of balloons. 3 balloons at each set. 3 red. 3 blue. Go on. 3 yellow. 3...
3.
Right, go on.
How's colours? What if one bursts?
Oh, well, they can blow another one up and keep one in reserve in case of accidents.
Oh, good idea.
You see what I mean? It's always best to be prepared.
Starting early.
Oh, accidents will happen. Now, that was plain stupidity.
Right, lads. On your feet. Up. Are you all ready there? Here we go.
He's a mean beanbag, you know, does Alan. Lovely technique.
He's probably dedicated.
Come on! Pick yourself up, lad. Come on, onto the line. Come on and get it down there. Latimer, you've got to move, then you've got to run, run, run. Keep the game moving. What's the matter with you? Did you pick him, Jackson? Oh, Mr. Staines. Mr. Staines, then. What do you think you're doing, Latimer? Do you think you're at a party? Come on, lad. You've got to make up for lost time now. Right down.
Right, lads. On your way around, you take a cake each, all right? 1 cake each, no messing about, no fighting, and down here you'll have your drinks. Limeade and orangeade, all right? Right, help yourselves to a cake on your way around. That's it. There you are, orange. Another orange. I wish it was ale. I'll murder a pint after. Never mind, Max. We'll soon be on for another year.
Thank God.
Come on, you've been at it long enough. Learn to be resilient. Rise above it.
I'm above it, all right.
company. Where's, Latimer? Yes. I think we'll have the link, shall we? The chain? You know it's the chain? Whip. The whip. Right. We'll play the whip. And I think we'll have, not let me have a likely lad.
Me.
No. I think we'll have Latimer, shall we? All right, Latimer, you're on. Go on, then. Get started. Spread! Over here. Let him get at you, then.
Get some speed up, get hold of them!
Just stand back. Everybody, just sit down. He's all right. He's only had a knock.
All right, Latimer. Okay, are you? Come on, just had a bang, that's all.
He's all right, and there's no bones.
He's all right, Peter. You've had a bang.
Yes, he's all right.
Look, I'll take him home. He's had a nasty shock.
Oh, I can run him home. I've got the car.
That's all right. I'll survive.
Well, I'll give you a hand, then.
It's all right, Mr. Crampton. You're needed here. Stayed with the party.
Well, if you're sure you'll be all right.
I'll be all right.
Right, lads, come on now, I want 4 lines.
A pint of bitter and a milk stout, please. Now, has everybody got the drink? All right, John, have you got your drink?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Crampton. I'm fine.
Fine.
Jesus Christ. What did I do to deserve all that? Should I have called him Ted?
Oh, God, no. Look, the Christmas spirit's only supposed to flow from him to us, not from us to him, you know what I mean?
I mean, familiarity breeds contempt.
Here we are.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
I like this, Jack. I really like it, yes. There's something very gratifying about this, do. I mean, every year I say, but every year I mean it. I like it.
Perhaps we should do it more often.
No, that's why I like it. Once a year. Once is enough. I can afford to be matey once a year, but any more than that would change the whole nature of the do. It's very enjoyable as it is. It's good. It's very good. I like it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, everything seemed to go with a swing, Arthur, didn't it? The kids enjoyed themselves.
I thought a ritual flogging or a public hanging might have added a bit of variety to the proceedings.
You surpassed yourself at the games tonight, Philip. Oh, the kids had a great time.
Sorry about Latimer, though.
That's a pity about that. Still, it's lucky he didn't hurt himself. I wonder if Max will make it tonight.
Well, with Latimer, I still think he stands a fair chance.
No, I don't mean that. I mean in here for a drink. Hey, I doubt it. I mean, he only comes out of duty at the best of times. He's not, he's not one of them, is he? Hey, Max. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never had reason to find out, thank God.
I mean, I've no time, Jack. I've no time. Look, if I had to change my tack for every little kink that came across my path, I wouldn't know where the hell I was. It'd be chaos. They'd have to go to the wall, Jack. Go to the wall. I know that's the law of the jungle, but they'd have to go to the wall.
You don't mean a word of that, do you, Tom?
Nah, not a flipping word, Jack. Not a flipping word.
Hey, right. I've just been talking to Alan about Max.
Oh, yeah.
You don't reckon that he is, do you?
Possibly. What if he is?
Well, nothing. But I mean, he's just coming across it here, you know.
And you lived in London?
Yeah, but I mean, there it's obvious, you know.
flamboyant.
What do you expect him to do? Have a blue rinse? That's if he is, which I doubt. In any case, what if he is? It's his business, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, but it's not normal, is it?
Well, gets on the bus. Always goes upstairs about 14 she is. Wears a little miniskirt, me behind her.
Where else? Where else?
No, I am not kidding. No, you know, about 2 years' time.
Get off.
He's getting dangerous, you
Is
know.
that
We'll
it?
have to fix him up. He can have the wife on her backs, man.
You could have me, but so is mine. I'll tell you, I'll have a word with the dog. When I get home tonight, I'll see what he's doing tomorrow night.
Latimer, though. Hey.
No, come off it.
No, but Alan reckoned that...
He was having you on.
I'll get you a drink.
Alan. Hey, Alan. Alan.
What?
You've been filling John up about Max.
Eh? No. Well, you know, I made a crack about Max and Latimer. I mean, young Johnny just latched onto it, you know.
You had a rough time tonight, didn't Latimer?
What?
Latimer had a rough time tonight.
Yeah, he did, eh? So I think old Max was right, you know. I mean, he should never have been made to come.
I don't know. Some ways I agree with Ted. I mean, a lad like him, round here, you know, what chance has he got? He'll be hounded all his life. The only hope is to hunt. Starting now.
Yeah, well, I suppose so. But, I mean, it's such a nauseating little bastard, isn't he?
How's the head?
Same.
Well, it will be for a bit. It's a nasty bump you took. Want some more tea?
No, sir.
No, it makes you fat, doesn't it? Peter, it feels like it's a nightmare, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, I want you to know that I understand what you're up against. Everything seems black and horrible. You feel like some creature, some hideous creature. But as you get older, you'll find other boys and men.
Leave me alone.
You're not alone. I mean, the boys at school, they don't understand you any more than you understand them. And it'll be the same when you leave, when you start work. But you'll learn to live with it.
What do you think I am, some kind of a freak? Just because I'm not like the other boys doesn't mean I'm odd. Could be them that's odd for all you know.
What time does your mother get in?
She's not my mother, she's my gran. Didn't they tell you? They told me.
You're a brave lad, Latimer. Look, I should have a lie-in the morning. We break up at lunchtime. See you after Christmas, eh?
Good night.
Reminds me, union money.
Oh, that's right, that's why we smile about our faces.
Hey, the bloody leech gatherer.
Come at the day of reckoning, gentlemen.
I wouldn't mind, but they're useless.
What do you mean useless? We got you a rise last year, didn't we?
Aye. We up to bin man level yet, John?
Not for a couple of years.
Took me 30.
Yeah. Well, I still want my money, son. And remember, this is the last year at the old rate. Next year, up it goes.
What are you going to buy with the profits, Jack?
Draws for the bloody angel.
Oh, not again. He's curdling me pot.
Oh, Maxwell, get yourself a glass. You've some catching up to do.
Have a beer? Brought my own.
Oh, hey. Right, the catching something.
Where did you get to last night, Maxie? Missing a good do.
Yeah, we even fixed Alan here up.
Oh, shut up.
Quite right. I didn't have a chance to talk to her last night. She was burying a bone when I got in.
I'm sorry about last night. I drove Latimer home. It was past closing time by the time I dropped him.
He loves Connor's Bridge End, isn't he? It's only 10 minutes.
I hardly dump him in the front garden.
Not in today, Latimer, all right, was it?
Yes, I told him to have the morning off.
I thought the air smelled fresh this morning.
Oh, Latimer, he smells lovely evening in Salford.
Don't insult Salford.
Can you insult Salford?
Are you as thick as you make out?
What?
You realise you could have killed Latimer last night, do you?
The lad let go. It was nobody's fault but his own.
It wasn't his own fault that he was playing the stupid game in the first place.
Played the game for years. Look, this is a boys' school we're running, you know. We don't cater for...
Puffs. Well, what's the matter, Philip? You're not frightened of the word, are you? Frightened of saying it to my face? Well, how about queer? Wrap your lips round that for a change. Oh, what's happened to the gay, banter-filled staff room? You systematically went for Latimer last night. You singled him out time after time, deliberately. A room full of zombies, yelling, peeing themselves to be picked out. But you chose him every time. It could have been anybody. You went for him. You dragged him from the washroom, knowing that he was petrified, frightened out of his wits. Did you or didn't you? Mr. Normal 1970. You know, Latimer's right. You are a bloody sadist.
Oh, Mr. Fielder, could you just hang on for a minute? I've just got something to say to the staff.
You care to join us in a little Christmas cheer, Edwynn?
Oh, that's very kind of you. Yes, I will, thanks. Well, it's just the... Oh, lovely. Just the usual end-of-term stuff. I want you to return to your classes, hand out reports. Oh, after the break, of course. And then assemble in the hall 12 o'clock. Final dismissal service. School reconvenes Monday, January 10th.
God help us.
Well, you'll return refreshed, I hope, Mr. Foster. Refreshed. There is one more thing. I've just had the police on to me about Latimer. You did see him right home last night, Mr. Fielder?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told them.
Why, has anything happened?
Well, he must have left the house after you'd gone. Any road, he took a motorcycle from outside a neighbour's house, rode it away and crashed into a wall. It's a write-off. Latimer is in the infirmary with head injuries, but they're not believed to be serious.
Do they know why he did it? The reason?
Yes, he said something to the police. He said he did it to be put away. Something about not wanting to come back here. Now, there's no need for any of us to reproach ourselves. We have 500 lads here. They're changing all the time. And there's bound to be one now and then who'll get through the net. If anyone is responsible for what's happened to Latimer, it's me. I decided on a policy, a certain hard approach, which I honestly thought was in the lad's best interests. Mr. Fielder disagreed with me, and the events appear to have proved Mr. Fielder right and me wrong. Anyway, that's it, chaps. Thank you all for a good term's work. All the best for Christmas and the New Year, and I'll see you on Jan 10th.
Refreshed.
Cheers. Yes. Refreshed.
Feel better now, Maxwell? Proud of yourself? Mentioned in dispatches? Poof protector extraordinary?
No. Maxwell, I'm not afraid of saying it. He's a poof Latimer, an embryonic queer, a lavatory cowboy.
Don't dirty your hands, Max.
Well, we'll soon have the next shipment, Arthur. Oh, we're nothing but bloody warders.
We're paid like warders.
Thank God I'm not a parent.
Lisa. a turkey for your dinner?
Well, yes, I believe we are.
Sir, he is. Sir, we're not. We're having goose.
Why goose in preference to turkey?
Sir, because my dad can't hold it down.
Ah.
Sir, we're having partying games like musical chairs,
Yeah.
Mars bars, ripples, Smarties and that.
Oh, lovely. Well, have a lovely time anyway.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you after Christmas.
Yes, sir. Chocolate.
Oh dear me, the world's ill divided. Them that work the hardest are the least provided. But I must bide contented, dark days are fine. There's no much pleasure living off 10 and 9.
Coming up in a moment, the best of music from Granada.